Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. It's day 6 in the lounge. I don't know why I said it like that.
It sounded good to me.
This episode of the 2024 Bourbon Van Advent Whiskey Tournament is brought to you by Still Austin Cask Strength Bourbon. Aged in choice barrels and bottled at 118 proof, it offers a nose of brandied cherries with fresh muddled mint, old-fashioned blackberry cobbler with biscuit crust, and cinnamon toast in brown butter. We love this one.
Day 6, we're back with another matchup. 2 whiskeys, no idea what they are or who gave them to us. Just excited to get into it today. One more time, we want to say thank you to Still Austin for being fantastic partners, and without them, we wouldn't have anything to give away this year. So, thank you so much to them. Big thank you to Nico the dog for bringing us a bone to play with. What else is going on? Patreon.
Oh, right. Let's talk about it.
If you are not a Patreon supporter, we would love it if you would join us. You can join for as little as $3 a month. And to our loyal Patreons, there will be a brand new jazz and whiskey pairing on the Patreon page tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that if that's the type of thing that you're into.
The other thing I want to mention is how cute is my sweatshirt? I feel like this should just be my outfit for the rest of the Advent tournament.
Are you saying right now you're deciding this is it? You're just not changing again?
Yeah, this is it. It matches my Santa Paws headband.
Yes.
That was so generously given to me. And I just think it's really cute. And I am chilling with my nomies.
Okay, very good. So there you have it. All the important business is out of the way. All that leaves is just sipping some whiskey here. So 6-1 in the Bourbon Van logo glass versus 6-2 in the 5-Sip Friday glass. And
to me, glass number 1, lots of cinnamon.
Yeah. Cinnamon
if you were like,
and
what?
Some toasted nuts.
Yeah, if you were like, what is this? And I would say maybe a Wild Turkey product.
Yeah, maybe. Wild Turkey or even like a Jim Beam. Could be a Knob Creek here.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
I haven't had a Knob Creek in a minute.
I actually tried one at a store the other day. They gave me a sample at Holiday Liquors in Indiana.
Oh, nice.
And very enjoyable, very nice. For those of you wondering where in the world we are, in America, we are currently in Chicago, Illinois.
We could be somewhere else. We're not.
We're not.
Yeah.
Well, the dog bricked the tripod here, so we may or may not be centered, but...
You guys don't care. You're used to it.
Yeah, this same old here at the Bourbon Van.
You're on glass 1, but I've already moved on to glass number 2.
Oh, yeah, we already... See, it's easy to get left behind here during the Advent tournament. There's a lot of whiskey to get on top of, and yeah, look at you go.
It is fruit-tastic.
Yeah, compared to glass 1, certainly.
It is just strawberries and... I mean, like, so much fruit.
Huh. Yeah, it smells like one of those strawberries and cream candies from the 90s. I don't remember what brand it was, but I just remember they were like red and white, and they had a very specific flavor to them.
Yes, yeah.
Glass 2 smells a little less intense to me.
Yeah.
Start with 6-2 today?
Yeah, we said we were going to do this, so...
Yeah, you know what? Let's be true to our word for the holiday season. Cheers.
Cheers. So really interesting. A little bit mellow on the front of the palate. Little oak, kind of gentle, and it rolls into a strawberry fruitness on the back end.
Perfect nose. I'm just going to sit back and watch you for the rest of the tournament. Just tell me if things are good. No, that's exactly right. I mean, it was a little spice, a little oak, a little mustiness, and the deeper you get into that sip, the further back it gets on your palate, the more you get that bright fruit. It's very nice.
Yeah. It's funny because I do treat this like a 5-sip. Like, we always sip together, but we don't have to. But I just do. Like, if I see you going to go sip that drink, I want to sip along.
It's just teamwork and support.
Yeah.
And that's how we do things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing really new to report.
Nope.
The oak is consistent there from sip to sip. The red fruit, it's not as bright on sip number 2, but it definitely goes from oak to fruit. A little vanilla, a little bit of standard issue flavor there, but it does take you on a journey. Nice little whiskey.
And I love the nose of that one.
Yeah. 6-1 coming up next. This smells great.
You know how I like to mention food? For a brief moment, corn. Like, I was thinking cornmeal, like in fresh tortillas.
And I'm like French toast.
It was weird. It doesn't smell like that anymore, but I'm gonna sip it again.
I love fresh tortillas.
Tacos. Doesn't taste like tacos. This is spicy too.
Yeah, there's a nice spice here. Ooh. See, now sometimes I have a spice and I go, it's so appropriate to that sip, and I love it.
Clove. I'm getting clove on this one. Nutmeg. I don't know if it's nutmeg, but and it's not even like a ground one. Like it's like I have like the actual spice, I guess, and I'm grating it. Like that's kind of what I'm tasting.
Earthy tobacco showed up on the finish there to really round out that sip and take it from spicy to sweet to earthy. This one actually takes a third turn compared to this 6-2, which really had one major turn in it.
Yeah.
They both take you someplace. Nice matchup here. Whoever came up with this one, well done.
Yeah. And I'm also getting lemon and herbal notes.
Interesting.
So, I mean, that kind of goes along with what you're saying, but all of a sudden just lemon came through and maybe like an herbal tea.
That's nice.
Wow. There's a lot going on in glass number 1.
I want another sip of this one.
You can do it.
Because I enjoyed that so much.
I'm getting a little bit low on that one, so I want to make sure I have some at the end.
That's quick.
Well, 3/4 of an ounce. It seems like a lot of liquid, but it's not really. We're all waiting in suspense.
I thought you were going to keep sipping. What are you doing?
Oh, I was
I'm just
waiting.
like lost. I'm looking out the window. I'm lost in my thoughts, just enjoying this whiskey.
Well, otherwise I'm going to go to number 2, and then we'll be talking about 2 different things. That's for next round.
Yeah. It might be. Yeah, of course. Delightful. Vanilla, oak. The fruit there is unique. I want to say it's like a sweet plum, but there's cherry here. There's black cherry on the tail end of it. Interesting whiskey. That 6-1. The spice hangs around, but it doesn't build. I'm quite happy with that one. Gonna cleanse the palate here and go back to 6-2.
I'm not used to drinking with my left hand, but because I'm doing this lounge.
You're leaning in.
Leaning in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Want to switch sides?
No, I'm good. Interesting matchup this one is.
Coat's nice. Little brown sugar there that I didn't find before. And the fruit is now cherry. It's not so bright. It's not so exotic.
Yep.
It's an interesting sip too. There's something a little tropical here. I don't want to say coconut, but there's something
There is.
that reminds me of like a tropical cocktail here.
Agreed. There totally is. And it's just vibrant, and which is not what I said on the first sip. Like the nose is very vibrant, but the palate was a little bit, not muted, just like different flavors, but there is some sort of like coconutty tropicalness about it.
It dissipates quickly, which I'm bummed about because I like that mid palate where it hits and all of a sudden you get that burst of sweetness, burst of sort of bright fruit notes.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. It's a shame that it goes away so quickly.
Yeah.
Going back for more. It is a mixed berry though. It's like a little cup of fruit.
You're enjoying this one so much. I love it.
I'm enjoying both of these. I think this might be the day where I've really enjoyed 2 whiskeys the most.
What's really interesting, the nose on glass number 2, so sweet. On glass number 1, it's very farmy.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Is it that farmy for you?
Yeah, it doesn't. Now it is. It doesn't translate to the palate so much. That's why I love nosing a glass and then tasting what's inside. I just smelled glass number 1, and to me, it was like a little bit of grain presence, a little bit of farminess. Palate's totally different. On this, it's like such a hit of like that strawberry and cream, and then the palate on the glass number 2 just kind of takes you for a ride as well.
Glass number 1 is like somebody just spilled brown sugar all up in your spice rack. Good luck getting that note from any other channel.
Love it.
I'm really enjoying it. It's got some molasses bite to it, and it's beautiful.
Yep.
I've got a decision here. I don't know about you.
I do.
We didn't really deliberate much. We didn't get into it too much, but we both have favorites already.
Yeah, I knew fairly early on which way I was going to go.
Wow.
I enjoyed both of these. I thought they were both delicious, but there's just one that stood out to me, and obviously that's what I will be moving forward.
1, 2, 3. Wow, we went the same direction on that one. How about that? I just thought that this one took that extra flavor turn.
Yeah.
It was so well-rounded, and that spice that's there, that you can enjoy it sip after sip without the spice getting out of control and taking over. I just think it's a perfectly balanced sip, very enjoyable, very nice. Could be real dangerous down the stretch here because it's got big flavor and it's super satisfying. 6-1, what do you know?
Yeah, I agree. There's something, I mean, if you've been following the channel, I am somebody who loves sweet, but I also love the tobacco notes and the licorice notes and some of those deeper, darker flavors. Sometimes the sweetness, if not done, I guess the way that my palate prefers it, can get a little cloying for me. And there's something about glass number 1 that I just was really enamored with. I really liked those flavors, and that's why we move it forward.
That's right. Both of these glasses made us happy, but glass 6-2 has been eliminated. Now it's time to check in with our friend Santa Paws to see what in the world that was.
This is the last stop on the Advent train for Chattanooga 111. Meow meow!
The second time Chattanooga's made an appearance in one of these tournaments and I've knocked it out, it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad.
It is an unreal whiskey. It's so delicious, but in flights, it's never done well for us.
Yeah.
It actually performed pretty well in this blind.
I
Because
agree.
At first blush, it seemed like it was a winner.
Yeah.
Beautiful pairing here. 6-1, whatever that is dangerous in this tournament because it just took out a bottle that is always on our shelf. Chattanooga 111, one of our favorites. So well done. Great matchup. Whoever put this through, this was super fun, and I am so excited to someday find out what is in 6-1 because I don't know how quickly we're going to find out. That one might be in the tournament for a little while. Well, either way, thanks for joining us. We hope that you had a nice time. We are absolutely positive that all of your brackets are 100% intact. We just know you're doing perfectly out there, 100% of you, from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. Poor Chattanooga.
That's beautiful.
I do like whatever's in class 1. Calling all hitchhikers, hop-ons, backseat drivers, and navigators. The Bourbon Van is hitting the road from coast to coast in 2025, and we want you to come along for the ride. Join our Patreon community for as little as $3 a month to make sure you never miss a meetup, single barrel selection, or road trip adventure.